Morning. Well, today is what feels like the first day of summer here in Devon. So what I thought I'd do is head up to one of my most favourite routes here and go up the Smuggler route, which is epic, into Exmoor and then out along the coast. I'm trying something new with the Go 60, so hopefully I'll get some decent footage. Let's see. Very cool valley of trees that you go through heading up towards Exmoor. I love this route, it's so cool. Such a pretty little part of Devon. I'm heading up towards Simmonsbath as I head towards Exmoor, and this hill is an absolute beast. But I'm keeping my watch sort of capped around about 270. I'm trying to aim anywhere between 250 and 265, and that's what I'm calling my Inferno watch when things get a little bit tasty. It's hot today, but I think the views from the top of Dunkery Beacon will be amazing. Yep, still going. Yep, still going. At the top of Dunkery Beacon, and you can actually see a bit of Bristol here. If I turn the video around, right behind me is Wales. Gutted, the coffee shop that I normally go to is closed on a Sunday, and I was really looking forward to their teas and their cakes because they're so good. I'm heading up Porlock Toll Road. If you go the other way, it's blooming steep. I think it's a 1 in 4 hill, which I've climbed before, and it's not bad, but the problem is cars come behind you and then hound you because it's really tight on the bends. You have to be super careful with things coming down the other way, and frankly, it's bloody dangerous. So Porlock Toll Road, which actually isn't that bad, it's not that steep, is the safest and best option. If you come through Porlock Toll, you can actually pay by card, and they now take Apple Pay, which is pretty cool. This is the most exposed part of the climb, and in the height of summer it can get baking hot. I've been up here before and felt like I was melting. Anyway, not today. It's warm, but luckily it's not that warm today. The wattage that I'm thinking of doing for Inferno Swiss needs to come down a little bit. Realistically, I think 240, 250 on longer drags 250 being the most wattage I should be holding for the 2 days climbing, and aiming for around about 240 is probably about right. And then on anything that's really steep, just try and be as efficient and as energy conservative as quick as I can. But I think my thought process of 260 is probably a little bit too top end. If I do that and just know that I'm going to be punching out too many watts, and by the time I get to the end of day one, I'll be toast. This next section of road is such a fun piece of road to ride, and I think I've got a tailwind behind me. That's dropped me down past Lynmouth and back up this newly tarmac road, which is absolutely silky smooth. So nice. Just coming out of Linton, had a quick stop because I was starving and needed something like a sandwich, and they had some brilliant wraps with bacon, lettuce and tomato in it. That definitely hit the spot. And now I'm heading off down to Valley of the Rocks, which I think is the highlight of the whole of the ride. I did a triathlon up here once. It was an off-road triathlon, one of the toughest ones ever. Sea swim, massive hilly, 70.3 distance bike ride, and then a run right down the coast here. It was brutal and brilliant all at the same time. That was a long time ago. My mate Calvin says I'm a one-dimensional cyclist. I mean, how rude. I've got 2 dimensions. I do actually go to the gym as well. Valley of the Rocks done. Now I'm heading home, so I've pretty much broken the back of all the tough climbing, and now it's just undulating. Well, I say undulating, it's undulating for Devon, but I might take the old road home because it's a bit hillier. It's also a lot away from the traffic. It's Sunday. I just get the impression that everybody's in a rush today and I want to get out of their way. anyway, the ride I did was called the Smuggler Route, which is a really popular sportive here in Devon. It's about 102 miles from my house with over 10,000 feet of climbing. And I think, really thinking about my power for Inferno for the 2 days, I'm going to just tame it down a little bit. So it's going to be, when climbing longer hills, which are more draggy, it's going to be more around about the 240, maybe 250 max mark. I'm going to just keep it high aerobic for the most part, which doesn't sound like a lot, but bear in mind it's 2 days, and each day has 137 miles of climbing, and the total amount of climbing each day is 5,500 meters of climbing, and if you over-egg it, you're going to regret it, and I definitely don't want to be doing that. Anyway, it's been a really good ride today. I hope you've enjoyed the scenery, and hey look, I'll be back in a couple of weeks.